Shabbat Shalom. Unfortunately, this week, my message to you is clouded, as everything has been this week, with sadness in our hearts, tears in our eyes, and a sense of mourning that our entire country is feeling at this point. Our holiday of Shavuot, the time of the giving of the Torah, the time when we celebrate what is quintessentially Jewish, was disrupted, was interrupted, was destroyed, if you will, by the news of the tragic events in Orlando late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. There are no words. Nothing we can say can possibly undo the pain. Nothing we can do can possibly make the families of the victims forget their loved ones, get over this. Nothing we can do can ease the incredible difficulty that they live with every day right now. And yet, we have to do something. We offer prayers, we offer words, but there comes a time when prayers and words aren't enough. We have to do something. You see, if we do nothing, and that is a decision, but if we do nothing, then a year from now, 2 years from now, God forbid, but we know, we'll be in this same situation again, lamenting tremendous loss of life in some mass shooting, whether it be of a terrorist theme or otherwise, some mass shooting in our country. We can't possibly do nothing. But what can we do? Well, it's easy simply to be overwhelmed by the task at hand and say, I'm just one person, there's nothing I can do. But the reality is, there is stuff we can do. One person can change one person, can change one person, can change another. It sounds trite, it sounds enormous, but it is the reality of our world, of our existence. We need to do something. There's no excuse any longer for anybody, any private civilian, to own an assault rifle. There's no use. There's no need. In the state of Florida, you can buy an assault rifle without a waiting period. That's criminal. I'm not saying that we assault the Second Amendment, but I cannot possibly for 1 second imagine that the framers of the Constitution had this in mind. So we start there. We demand from our politicians universal background checks and a ban on all assault rifles. We had it once in this country and it expired, and our Congress has refused to extend it. We start there, but it has to go so much further. The reality is that the LGBT community in our country is more likely to be the victim of a hate crime or of bigotry than any other group in our country. Despite the fact that now 2 people of the same gender can marry one another by law in our country, we have so much more to do. Each and every one of us, gay and straight, is responsible for everybody else. And until every person in this country feels safe, equal, and has equal protection under the law, those of us who do feel that safety and have it cannot sleep, because it's our responsibility by having it to make sure that others have it. And so, I'm reminded of Pirkei Avot. The task before us is great, and the day is short. We are not required to finish it, but we cannot refrain from doing it. Now is the time for action. Now is the time for each and every one of us to lift up our heads and be counted. Shabbat Shalom.